Today we are going to discuss how to go about selecting stocks for investments. See, there are three most important considerations while selecting a stock. One is the quality of business, quality of management, and valuation. But before I come to this consideration, let's first understand why do stock prices go up. In the short to medium term, stock prices will fluctuate depending upon the sentiment, market factors, liquidity, etc. But in the long term, they always go up only if the profitability of those companies go up. So we have to, when you are investing, essentially what we are doing is we are trying to find out companies whose profits will grow over the next few years. So how to decide which company's profits will grow? For that, there are three most important considerations. One is the quality of business and the quality of management, and the valuation comes later. So what I mean by quality of business is how strong is the business? Whatever products or services the business is having, is there enough demand for that? Is there any growth opportunity in that? Now that is the most fundamental and crucial decision we have to make. Now it may look like a very complicated or difficult decision. In certain businesses, companies, that is true, we may not be able to do that kind of judgment. But there are a lot of businesses which we can easily understand and see the profit potential for those businesses. Let me give an example. See, we have in India, we have a population of around 130 crore people. But today not even 1% of the people are buying cars. Now as people's income will grow over say next 10 years, 20 years, you can imagine they all will be wanting to buy cars. So over next 10, 20 years, the potential demand for passenger cars will be probably 10 times than what it is today. Imagine the kind of profits these companies will make over next 10, 20 years. So these are relatively easy calls to make depending upon this kind of observations. Let me give you another observation which we can easily see. In India, we used to have joint families. Now we are moving towards nuclear families. Earlier, women were largely housewives. Now they are actively participating in workforce. So we used to cook food at home, but nowadays because of the compulsions, people are increasingly eating outside. So the companies or businesses which are into providing food or food services, they are going to do extremely over the next 10, 20 years. Imagine the kind of profits they will make over the next 10 years. So you can identify such kind of business trends and see which companies will benefit from it and invest accordingly. So this is a brief discussion about how we can identify businesses where we want to invest. Now certainly it may so happen that there will be certain businesses which as an individual it will be very difficult to figure out what are the prospects of them. That you need not worry, even professional investors will have great difficulty in analyzing all business. So you are not at a disadvantage there. Whatever you don't understand, just you can simply stay away from those businesses, or you can give money to professional advisors to manage for such kind of businesses. But after the business, the second point is quality of management. Like in my earlier example, I have said passenger cars is an excellent business we can see over next 10, 20 years. But then the next question is, not necessarily every company in that sector will do well. In India, we can see Maruti Udyog has been there for last 20, 30 years and they have done extremely well. Whether there are certain other car makers, they could not live up to competition and they are on the verge of history. So that shows the quality of management. It shows that, okay, Maruti has a good quality of management. The quality of management is difficult to decide, but based on the track record, we can say Maruti has an excellent management or good management. So here we have a company which is in an excellent business, which has a great scope going forward, say passenger cars, and we have a management which has proven the credibility. Similarly, you can look at other, I gave example of food, you can look at companies like say Dabur or others who are into that field and who are done extremely well. So this is the quality of management which becomes important. And so if you combine the strength of business and then decide which managements are good, that will help you to select the stock. So in this case, I have given example of say Maruti Udyog or Dabur, and there are smaller companies also. But the next question comes is the valuation. It is always better to buy at a lower valuation, but valuation is a very tricky game. I will not go into it because it is little mathematically complex workings. But even if you buy at a higher valuation, what will happen is your potential profit growth, potential earning growth or appreciation will get reduced. But even if you buy good business, good management at a higher valuation, you will still end up making money. So in short, what I am suggesting is the most important rule of investing is invest only in good quality managements and good quality businesses which have great future. If you follow this rule, you will never lose money in market and you will always make money. That will be the best investment you would make. Now this is the summary of investment process, but I will just add one point here which is about the risk factors. Now generally people see market is a risk. If you actually carefully analyze that, you will realize that market is a risk in the short to medium term. But the real risk is about stock selection, about investing in wrong businesses and wrong managements. If you are invested in good quality businesses, good quality managements, I don't know if there will be rare instances any investor would have lost money. Where people lose money is essentially not because of market has gone down, but essentially because they have invested in wrong businesses. So as long as you follow, so risk is not about market, the risk is really about buying wrong stocks. So if you keep that in mind and invest in good businesses with good quality management, I am sure this will be one of the best investments you would have ever made in life. Thank you.